To go to your existing reports, scroll up, click on Reporting, and then All Reports. At the top, you'll see your Favorites section, and you can collapse this with the arrow if you'd like. If you click to open the reporting menu once more, you'll see that the favorite reports in this menu line up with the reports in the collapsible section here. I'll click off, and if you remove this star, it will remove that report from the favorite reports drop-down menu. To add it back, find that report. I know where balance sheet is, but you can search for a report at the top as well. And you can star that report to add it back. If you go back to the list, you can star any of the reports from this view as well. For the reports you're unfamiliar with, you can toggle Show Descriptions, and that will give you a better idea of what each report is used for. Let's open a common report like the balance sheet. We'll make adjustments, and then save it as a custom report. At the top, we have some drop-down options to control the data that we're looking at. You can change the date with these date presets, or you can enter a custom date here. Next, you can change the comparison with this drop-down here. By default, we're comparing 2 prior months, but you can change it to just 1 month, for example, and then click Update, and you'll see how the report changes. And then if you click Filter and choose a filter, apply it, and click Update, not only will your data change, but the report will reflect that filter in the header. To clear a filter, click the X and update once more. Finally, the More Options button allows you to change your accounting basis, to include accounts with zero balance or activity, or to show the accounting basis and account codes. I'll check both of these and update once more to see how those changes are reflected in the report. Here we see the accounts and accrual basis listed. Moving over to the left-hand side, you can see you're currently looking at the standard report, but you can choose between other common formats down below. I'll choose the quarterly comparison. Then along the bottom of the screen, you have even more options for customizing your report. Here you can toggle the compact view. To add notes or text blocks on the reports, click the Insert Content dropdown. I'll show you the text block first. At the bottom of the report, you'll now have a text block insert where you can toggle between the heading types, where you can choose a heading, and you can add your text. Here are your other formatting options, and you can click Done when ready. You can edit this block at any time by clicking Edit, or you can click the 3-dot menu to hide or delete it. If you click Move Up, it will move the block up past the previous report section, which in this case will move it to the top of the report. Under Insert Content, you can also insert notes. Click the checkbox to enable them, then back over on the report, hover to the right of an amount, and click Add Note. This will start a list of notes at the bottom that correspond in number to the note number we inserted above. So I'll call this Note 1 text, and then I'll click Done. And this is what a second note would look like if I add a new note here. You can delete the notes in their corresponding 3-dot menus. Before we save, you can edit the layout with this button on the bottom left. In this view, you can change the title of the report, and you can drag and drop the order of all the content. So if you collapse the current assets and fixed assets, for example, you can then drag this section right above and uncollapse them to view. You can also reorder the comparisons on the right if you'd like, and we could select this text block from earlier and use this button to move it down or back up. You can also delete that right from here. So there's a lot of control in this edit layout view. When you're done, you can click Cancel or Update Layout here. I'll cancel and discard these changes. And then finally, back on this screen, you can either export this report. You have options for PDF, Excel, and Google Sheets, or if you click the dropdown under Save As, you can save it as a draft, published, or custom report. Select Custom Report here and change the name if you'd like. Then you can make this override the standard report on the Home tab if you want, but I'll leave this option unchecked and then I'll click Save. Now to find this report again, go to Reporting, All Reports, and from this screen, you can find it under this tab. You can star it if you'd like, and you have a 3-dot menu for other options.